Gaffer, probably an entertaining game for the neutrals. What's the overall feeling right now?
Look, I thought we were excellent first half. I thought we were really aggressive. Scored a fantastic goal. I thought we've got to go and again the wind going down that one end. So we knew second half was always going to be a challenge anyway, even with 11v11. So could we go and get another goal? And obviously the sending off happens and completely changed the game. Like last week I think it was the ref's first EFL game as well today. And to be fair to him, I thought he handled it extremely well in the vast part. Definitely a sending off. I've got no complaints about that. But it then just put us on the back foot a little bit like last week. Especially when you're missing MJ, Shippers, Foles, Naz. That's four of your sort of main centre halves not playing. So then it kind of exposes our frailties then within that back line, because obviously you've got one man less and we're kind of going man for man, 1v1. Jacko's got rolled for the goal, poor clearance for the first goal. But I think this team and these lads have been extremely, they've been absolutely brilliant the last few weeks, and to dig in, go up the other end and score. I'm rambling on, but what a save by Will. Corner, Tom's touch, then we break, great finish from Noob. So and they deserve that. We deserve to go on 6 unbeaten. And we've played 10 men for the vast majority of the last 2 games, and we've gone to Waterloo, top of the league, and won. Barnet, I think the second best away team in the league, and we've got a point. Obviously disappointed because we wanted to go and win the game, but ultimately, I think after getting a man sent off very, very early on, a point is a great point for us.
Yeah, obviously looking at the first half, really positive start to the game. The early goal, definitely chances there. Was almost a bit of disappointment that maybe it wasn't 2-0 at the break. Yeah,
absolutely. And that's why the timing of the sending off has killed us again. I think if after the Shrewsbury game, I think we had the wind against us first half. We've gone with the wind and we're on the ascendancy, and I just wanted us to. I knew it was going to be difficult second half, regardless. So we wanted to potentially get in 2-0, and we could have done. We had some really good chances. I thought we had the momentum. I thought we were excellent first half on the front foot. The sending offs obviously changed the game completely. We had a spell where we're under the cosh a little bit. We've changed formation 3 times. They play sort of horseshoe and try and get round and move the ball really, really well. And we didn't manage the game well in a period. We changed it. I thought PD was exit on the sideline, and we changed it into a 4-4-1, and ended up, getting a point and a very good one at that.
Yeah, in terms of sidelines there, you've just touched on it. PD giving you a hand, but how difficult is it when, like you say, you've not got many centre halves even heading into the game? So when things get thrown at you, just how difficult is it with the limited options that you have?
Yeah, obviously Robin, Peter, excellent, Luke, etc. We're in my office for about 8 minutes of the half time, thinking what to do. Obviously we had the experience of last week, but it's horses for courses. It probably worked last week. It didn't work necessarily well. I think if you look at, we took obviously Fletch and Connor off. Our 2 turns, I thought they were excellent first half, to be fair, but you can just see, they don't get up to the ball, especially in our defensive third, and we just wanted that energy. With Scotty, I thought it was excellent last week. Charlie, but then their wide centre backs got out and got down the sides of us a little bit too easily. So then, we've changed it again into a back four, but our back four consisting of obviously Noobs and Jacko centre half and Was. It's probably not your ideal back four, to be perfectly honest, but the lads were outstanding. They dug in, they worked their absolute socks off. It was a proper Barrow performance, wasn't it? I think we dug in. We showed the quality, to be fair, the 2 goals. We showed the quality last week, so we know we've got that. But I'm disappointed. Obviously, we've talked a lot about, moments in games, and obviously MJ and Shippers getting sent off last week, the Naz one. We've got to be miles better than that. We've talked a lot this week, so I'm obviously very disappointed with that. But by and by, I thought we were outstanding in terms of 11v10 again. The lads worked incredibly hard. They gave the performance. The supporters can hand their hat on, and like I said, a very good point in the end.
Snoop's obviously second goal in 2 games. Third one of you includes the EFL trophy very recently as well. How good is it for him to be, finding himself in those positions?
brilliant. You know, he's getting better and better. There's still obviously loads of things, you know, he can improve on, especially kind of in the system that we play. But he's been excellent. When moves, he's direct and goes down the line, and he's thinking forward first instead of coming inside the pitch. He's been absolutely excellent, and you know, he's deserved them three goals in the last 3 weeks. And hopefully more to come from him, because I still think there's loads more to come from him, from Wicks, from Tom, from Mike. Come on to that as well. You know, so we're lucky in them areas. Unfortunately, we're not very lucky at the back at the moment. So we'll have to try and get a team out on Tuesday who can obviously play in there. But you know, again, you know, we've got a massive game next Saturday for the football club in terms of the FA Cup, and yeah, we'll look forward to a good week after a decent point.